Hi, this is Bryce Morrison with Healing Rooms Ministries, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of the testimony section of our website as it relates to inserting a testimony. Go ahead and click on the Submit Testimony button. Change the date to that which the testimony was submitted when it happened. I'm going to put in a false name, although I will be able to edit that later for the actual name of the person who submitted this testimony. This is a testimony regarding a knee having been healed. The hidden comments is important for in case the testimony was needed to be verified later. So, for example, if you happen to have a radio program which you're participating in, and you wanted to make sure that the testimony can be verified or that you can contact that person to do a live interview, you might want to have this contact information for purposes later for looking them up. So I'm just going to put the contact info here. Keep in mind that this is confidential. It is not shown to the public, it is shown to you from your administrative area. And in fact, the last name is truncated everything beyond the first initials, so it would show up as John D. to the public. I'm going to go ahead and look for knee in this category because this is a knee pain that he was having. Knees, pain, and swelling. I'm going to go ahead and scroll to the bottom of the page for the Submit Testimony. Now that testimony has been submitted, it says testimony is inserted. If you go back to your administrative area, then you'll notice that it has Edit Testimony. If I click on that and then click on the text of the testimony, either with the email here or the date, I'll be able to modify the most recently inserted testimony there. If I scrolled down to that knees section, you'll notice that it happens to be highlighted in red. So if you are just scrolling down here trying to find the categories that have already been checked, look for the red to stand out if you're scrolling slowly. You can delete a testimony if you happen to do a duplicate, which I did intentionally in this case. I will click here to delete this entry, and I will say yes, delete this testimony. This testimony has been deleted. Now keep in mind that currently these testimonies happen to be applied to our email list. If you happen to have signed up for an RSS feed or signed up on our Journal of Healing email address list, then you might be receiving an email once a week. Right now it is Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which these testimonies are sent out. So be sure that you keep that deadline in mind for a testimony being included within that week's email. If you enter it at a later date, then it will again be shown for that week that it was submitted. And this is the email that people receive once a week. It will be showing the Healing Rooms testimonies, and then this is taken directly from an RSS feed produced by our website for the testimonies. So again, this will just show the categories which have been selected for a quick reading, the date that it was submitted, and the text of that testimony. And again, you see that it does not show the full name of the person. Now here on the main website, currently our left-hand menu has Your Healing, and then it has testimonies. That will bring up this page right here that shows testimonies by all types of healing. Now you notice that it has the testimonies in chronological order here of when they were submitted. You can click on the RSS feed for subscribing on the right-hand side. If you want just the most recent 100 on your RSS feed, go ahead and click on the smaller, the lower one right here. If you're using a browser that is not that brings up a bunch of code, it probably didn't work. Try a different web browser. Now we happen to go to knee in that category for knee pain. So let's go ahead and look down here in knees, pain and swelling. And here's a bunch of testimonies that all relate to knees. And you notice that this one entered most recently happens to be shown at the top because of the date right there. Okay, here's another one that was submitted just the one day earlier there, yesterday, from a different healing room that also applied to the knee. So if you happen to have somebody that is experiencing a particular situation, and if you happen to look on the testimonies and see a category for that testimony, you can print this out. You click on this for a printer-friendly version of the page, and then you can go ahead and distribute that to them. Hopefully reading the testimonies will encourage them.